Picture this. You walk into the grocery store, craving a perfect avocado, but the bin is nearly empty. The sight is disappointing, and you start to wonder why. The few left are either rock hard or overripe, and prices have soared. You think about the last time you enjoyed a perfectly ripe avocado. That frustrating moment is more than a minor inconvenience. It's a glimpse into the fragile global supply chain that brings avocados from Mexico to your table. The journey is long and complex. For many Americans, avocados are more than food. They're a lifestyle staple, expected to be available year-round. From avocado toast to guacamole, they are a part of daily life. But when supply falters, it's a stark reminder of how events thousands of miles away can disrupt our daily lives. Weather, labor strikes, and political unrest can all play a part. The sticker on that lone, expensive avocado, it almost always says Mexico, the heart of America's avocado supply. This small sticker tells a big story. Any disruption in Mexico, weather, labor, or politics, hits our shelves instantly. The ripple effect is felt across borders. The simple act of buying an avocado now reflects a billion-dollar industry under pressure, forcing us to reconsider the true cost of our favorite green fruit. Next time you pick one up, think about the journey it has made. Over 90% of avocados eaten in the US are imported, a staggering figure that highlights just how much Americans rely on foreign sources for this beloved fruit. And nearly all of those avocados come from Mexico, especially during the colder months, when US avocado production grinds to a halt and domestic supply dries up almost entirely. Michoacán, Mexico, stands alone as the only region in the world able to harvest avocados year-round. Its unique climate and geography make it the engine of America's avocado obsession, fueling everything from trendy brunches to family gatherings. This cross-border trade brings billions of dollars into Mexico's economy and provides thousands of jobs to its people. Meanwhile, Americans enjoy a steady, reliable supply for everything from Super Bowl parties to daily breakfasts, making avocados a staple in kitchens nationwide. But this deep dependence comes with significant risks that often go unnoticed by consumers. When Mexico faces trouble, whether it's a sudden halt in transportation, a border closure, or a disruption in the supply chain, the US feels the impact almost instantly. There's no backup supplier waiting in the wings to fill the gap. A drought, labor strike, or transport issue in Mexico isn't just their problem. It quickly becomes ours too. Even a short disruption can leave American grocery shelves empty and prices soaring. The health and stability of Mexican orchards are as vital to Americans as our own cornfields and wheat fields. Our food security is directly tied to what happens across the border. We're not just importing fruit, we're importing all the risks that come with it. From pests and diseases to economic and political instability. Ultimately, our avocado supply is only as stable as Mexico's climate, politics, and agricultural health. The next time you slice into an avocado, remember just how much is riding on that green fruit. In early 2025, a severe drought hit Mexico's main avocado region, slashing harvests and shrinking the fruit's size. Suddenly there was a glut of small avocados, and a shortage of the large ones everyone wanted. Shipments to the US dropped 26% year over year, and prices soared, up 14% even as other produce stayed steady. This wasn't just bad luck. It was a sign of how climate change is making weather more extreme and unpredictable. For a crop concentrated in one region, a single drought can devastate supply. The market scrambled to adapt, with prices for different sizes fluctuating wildly. The drought didn't just reduce quantity, it changed the very nature of what was available, forcing everyone to adjust. Just as the market reeled from drought, a new threat emerged: politics. In February 2025, right before the Super Bowl, the US announced a possible 25% tariff on all Mexican imports, including avocados. The industry panicked. Prices were already high, and a tariff could make avocados unaffordable for many. Even the threat of tariffs sent prices soaring, exposing how vulnerable our food supply is to political maneuvering. Cold storage offered a brief buffer, but a long-term tariff would have changed the market entirely. The crisis was averted, but the scare revealed the dangers of relying on a single country for a key food. The lesson was clear. America needed to diversify its avocado sources. Political decisions thousands of miles away can shape what ends up on our plates. The twin shocks of relentless drought and looming tariff threats forced U.S. companies to urgently look beyond Mexico for their beloved avocados. For years, Mexico had been the undisputed king of avocado supply, but these new challenges exposed just how fragile that reliance could be. Suddenly, the search was on for new partners, nations that could help keep America's guacamole bowls full, even in times of crisis. Peru quickly emerged as a strong alternative, offering a harvest season that perfectly complements Mexico's. Peruvian growers can ship avocados when Mexican supplies dip, and their flexible export routes allow them to pivot between Europe and the US as global demand shifts. This adaptability made Peru a vital new player in the avocado game. By late 2025, Peru supplied over a quarter of US avocados, helping stabilize the market and ease consumer fears of shortages or price spikes. American shoppers began to see more Peruvian avocados on store shelves, often without even realizing the shift. Colombia is also on the rise, with its lush farms and growing export industry. However, strict U.S. import rules and rigorous inspections have slowed its entry, making the process more gradual, but still promising for the future. Major chains like Chipotle and retailers such as Mariano's are now sourcing avocados from Colombia, Peru, and even Chile, diversifying their supply to ensure customers always have access to fresh avocados, no matter what happens in Mexico. This diversification isn't about replacing Mexico, but about building a more resilient, competitive supply chain that can weather storms, political disputes, and climate challenges alike. More suppliers mean more stability, less risk of crisis, and a better chance of keeping prices steady for everyone who loves avocados. The global avocado hunt is reshaping the industry, encouraging innovation and new partnerships across continents. America's avocado future is no longer tied to just one country. Instead, it's being built on a foundation of global collaboration, ensuring that the green gold remains within reach for years to come. Despite price hikes and shortages, America's love for avocados hasn't faded. Even with a 14% price jump, demand stayed strong, proof that avocados are now a must-have for many. Companies have responded with creativity, adjusting menu portions, diversifying suppliers, and launching bold marketing campaigns to keep avocados top of mind. Avocados from Mexico doubled down on promotions, making sure the fruit remained a Super Bowl star despite higher prices. Consumers too have adapted, buying smaller avocados, purchasing less, or treating them as a special treat. This flexibility, from both businesses and shoppers, keeps the market resilient. The craving for avocados drives constant innovation and problem solving. No matter the challenge, the demand for avocados endures. The avocado's journey in America is a story of globalization, resilience, and adaptation. Droughts and political threats have tested the system, but each challenge has sparked new solutions. The industry is now more diversified, with new suppliers and smarter strategies. Consumers have shown they'll adapt, weathering price spikes and shifting habits, but never losing their appetite. The U.S. is building a more flexible, global supply chain, ensuring that a crisis in one region doesn't empty our shelves. Our passion for avocados keeps the market strong and innovative. Looking ahead, the avocado's place on American tables is secure, stronger for having weathered the storm. It's a testament to our ability to adapt and to the enduring appeal of this beloved fruit.